Hi, and welcome to monthly messages from your angels and your higher self with me, Julie Poole. And if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe and click that little bell so that you don't miss anything. Now let's dive right in. Hello, Scorpio. Well, haven't you got some energy going on for February 2018? Blimey, guys. Let's look at the overall energy for the month. We've got the Fool. Now, I've just pulled the cards. I've got one overall energy for the month and 6 other cards for the detail of the month. Now, out of these 7 cards I've pulled, you've got 4 major Arcana cards, and you've got the Emperor and the Empress coming out together. Wow, this is a lot of energy, guys. All right, so let's talk about the overall energy. We've got the Fool, and he came out reversed, inverted. So the Fool is about new beginnings and going with your heart over your head. Now, this is about, it may not make much sense in your head, but your heart feels right, and I'm going to trust it, and I'm going to go with it, and he's reversed. All right, so basically, as I tune into this card for you, now this is a general read. This is going to mean different things for different ones of you, and I'm feeling as well, I want to say to you, if you know what they are, have a look at the monthly read for your moon sign and your rising, your ascendant, and pull the 3 together. It'll give you a more all-round view for February for you. So the Fool is reversed because you're not too good at following your heart. You're very much clear thinking, focused, sharp, want to know that it's going to be all right. You want to know that you've done your kind of due diligence, risk assessing, very much in your head. Whereas the Fool is saying, let the head go just for once. Trust your instincts, even if it doesn't make a lot of sense on the head level. Just do it anyway. Go for it, because there's some new shifts coming in here for you in February. But you're not going with that, my heart says. You're going with my head says. So I'd like you to turn that around by following your instincts just a little bit more than you have been doing. All right. Now let's look at this Emperor and Empress. We've got the Emperor the right way round and the Empress is upside down. Okay, so the Emperor, this is really very much the Scorpio energy, isn't it? You guys like to be in charge, you like to be in control, you like to know where you're going. Now, you know, if we compare the Emperor and Empress to the Kings and Queens, obviously these are higher. These are higher than the Kings and Queens. They're more powerful. They're more all-rounded, all right? These particular cards connect. Let me turn her around so that, oh, all right, let's turn them both around. They both connect very strongly to the universe. So they're looking at a wider, bigger, more lateral thinking, all right? We're not polarized here. We're really looking at the bigger picture, the longer term picture, the security within that, because Scorpios do like to feel safe and secure, and they like to be in control and know what's happening and where they're going. And they work really hard to achieve that. So you are in that Emperor energy, very strong male energy. The male energy is to do, action, following it through. The female energy is more about intuition, feeling it. And this is why she's upside down. Bit like the Fool. We're not following our heart, we're following our head. And the Empress is no, she's connected to the universe as well. All that is, the manifesting, the abundance, drawing it in. This is really about going with that soul source, instinctive, influential, the inner you influencing energy. She's upside down. So what this is saying is, it's wanting you. This is your higher self talking to you. This is the way I read the cards, from your higher self, and we'll look at the angel cards in a minute to see what your angels have got to say to add to it. But Scorpio, for February, you are in that male energy, lovely. But if we can balance it with the female, with the Empress as well. So don't just listen to your head, listen to your heart as well, and pull the 2 together. You'll have a much more fluid and easy ride through February. And I'm drawn to say about the eclipses, we're in eclipse season now. There's a big eclipse coming in February, and this is about eclipsing out stuff that doesn't serve you, stuff that's in the past, that can go now, okay? So we want to balance these up. Now, the other major arcana card we've got with it is the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is a card of going within, spending a bit of time quietly on your own, contemplating, reflecting, thinking, allowing the light to be illuminated on your thoughts, but on your heart, on that Empress that's upside down, all right? Allowing your inner self to come up and join the party with the Empress on the outer stuff. There's outer stuff, there's inner stuff, and when we use it all together, it gives us a really all-round, stronger, more holistic view, which serves us better than just looking at one area. So we're allowing ourselves to expand here. Now we've got 3 minor arcana cards that have come out too. Let's have a look at these. And all 3 of these guys are upside down, okay? So I'm going to show you the right way round. Let's start with the Queen of Cups. Cups is emotions and happiness. Queen, strong queen, knows what she wants. She's upside down. Now this is telling me that you're not so much looking at what makes you happy. You're more looking at what makes you stable and secure, because you think that is your happiness. And yes, to a certain extent it is. It absolutely is. We can't be happy if we don't feel stable and secure. But sometimes we can lose the focus. You know, we're looking too much at the job and how much we're earning. We're looking too much at how solid our house is. We're forgetting about, am I actually happy in my job? Am I happy in this home, in this location? Am I happy in my relationships? Because you're not looking at feeling happy. All right. You know, we all are guilty of this sometimes. We get caught up with the day-to-day rat racy stuff, okay? But this card is saying, can you please have a look? When you're doing that Hermit, where is he? When you're doing that going within stuff, have a look about, does this actually fulfill me? Do I feel content and happy? When was the last time I played and had some joy and fun? Not so good with that, are we? We're too much in the hard work and not enough in the hard play. All right, let's have a look at the 8 of Cups, also reversed. The 8 of Cups is a card of walking away into something new, feeling that, do you know what, whatever that was, it's done. Whether it's a relationship or a job or whatever, it's done. Now, and it's right to let it go because we've outgrown it. It's time to move into a new space. Now, he's upside down too. So this is saying when we look at, or rather we're not looking at what makes us happy, when we do that, we might find that actually we want something more. We want something better. We want to walk away from what we've got and come into something else. Now, the last card is the Knight. The Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is money, and Knights are about action. So all these cards here are saying we're not looking at what makes us fulfilled. All right, we're a bit on the surface here. We want to come inwards and look at where our happiness is, and that might mean, which is why we're avoiding it, that we might want to leave our job or our relationship or that home. We might feel that actually if we really look at it, we've outgrown it. You know, and if it's a home, it's time for something bigger and better. If it's a relationship that isn't working, let go, move on. There he is. Move on, because there's something better for you. Okay? And if we're single, for the singles of you out there, the single Scorpios, take some action. Take some action. A relationship isn't going to fall in your lap while you're sitting at home watching telly. Join things. Go and join groups. Get out there. Start allowing yourself to be open to more, because these cards are saying in February, obviously with Valentine's, we're in the energy of love. And it's not just romantic love. It's loving life, loving ourselves, loving our environment. And if we're not loving it. We're not liking it. We're not appreciating it. Maybe it's because we've outgrown it. And for many of you, this is what the messages are saying. You've outgrown it. So do the hermit. Do a little bit of going within, having a really good look, not just on an analytical surface level about security, but it's a good job and it pays well. It's got a good pension. But does it make me fulfilled and happy? Well, it's a relationship. It works. It's okay. Yeah, but is it stale? We haven't necessarily got to leave it, right? When we say in about the 8, which is about leaving and moving on, we're not necessarily having to leave the relationship. We can leave the relationship the way it was, that it was stale, it was boring, it wasn't working, right? We can put the work into the relationship. We can make it something new and better. So this month for you, Scorpios, we are looking at making some shifts and changes. Now let's have a look what the angels are saying. Now this is lovely. We've got the victory card from the Doreen Virtue deck, which is saying, look, you do this work. You can have a look at allowing your heart to come, not rule your head, but come into alignment with your head, so that you're not just working on an analytical, clinical basis. We're going also with instinct and intuition. That is going to bring you to victory. And by victory, we're talking about the things that you identify that you do want to walk away from or you want to change. That it's going to bring you so much more fulfillment and happiness. And that's going to spring you forward into March and into spring. And that's what we want. So February is like that last bit now of the winter before we start coming into the spring, to use this as kind of hibernating mode in February to say, right, what do I want ready for the rest of this year? Now, the oracle of the angel cards is blessings. All right, we love this card. This is a beautiful card. So, blessing. Are you fully in that space where you feel your life is so, so blessed? Where is it not working? Only you can make those changes. And then we can come into feeling blessings in every area of our life. I hope that this has helped to give you the guidance that you need, and it may be worth you watching the videos for your moon and your rising to give you a better full picture of what's going on for you for the next month. And if you would like to book your own reading with me, all the details are in the description box below. You can catch me on live streams every week on YouTube, so be sure that you've subscribed and clicked that bell. And your weekly messages from your angels and your higher self are uploaded every Sunday, so watch out for those. See you next time. Bye.